In the quiet corners of Japan, where cherry blossoms drift lazily on the spring breeze and the mornings carry the scent of green tea, a secret to longevity has quietly thrived for over a century. Here, life is measured not by the ticking of the clock, but by the rhythm of the body, the clarity of the mind, and the subtle artistry of self-care. Imagine a world where aging is not a battle, but a dance, where the skin, the face, and the spirit are nurtured daily with gentle, mindful rituals. Across generations, the Japanese have discovered small, yet profound practices that reshape the body, awaken energy, and restore a youthful glow. Among them, a remarkable physician whose life spanned over a century devoted himself not only to healing others, but to unlocking the mysteries of vitality, grace, and longevity. Today, we step into his world, uncovering his secrets for a younger, radiant self. In just 14 days, through simple, mindful movements, you could transform your face, your spirit, and perhaps your perception of aging itself. This is the journey of wisdom meeting practice, science embracing art, a path to becoming your most vibrant self, one gentle touch at a time. Hello, and welcome to our special episode. I'm John, and today we are honored to have Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara with us, one of Japan's most celebrated longevity doctors, here to share his insights on aging gracefully and maintaining vitality through simple facial practices. Dr. Hinohara, your life has touched over a century of experiences, yet you continue to inspire countless people with your vitality and clarity. Many of our listeners are curious about the secrets behind not just longevity, but youthful appearance. Could you share how simple practices, like facial massages, play a role in sustaining health and youthfulness over time?
Yes, John. You see, the face is not merely a reflection of our age. It is a living map of our habits, emotions, and energy. For decades, I have observed my patients and my own life, and one truth became clear. The body responds to what we nurture consistently. A gentle touch, applied mindfully to the face, is not simply cosmetic. It stimulates circulation, awakens the muscles beneath the skin, and perhaps most importantly, encourages mindfulness. Each movement is a moment of awareness, a pause to honor oneself. When I instruct people in these techniques, I remind them to breathe with intention, to visualize warmth flowing through their fingers as they massage the temples, jawline, and cheeks. This is not about rushing or forcing results. Rather, it is about cultivating a relationship with one's own body, understanding its rhythms, and responding with kindness. Over time, these small gestures create subtle transformations, tighter muscles, improved lymphatic flow, and a radiant, natural glow that cannot be replicated by any external product alone. I often tell my patients that longevity is not only measured in years, but in quality of life, the joy of waking with energy, the clarity to think, the ability to smile freely without tension. Facial exercises, though simple, are a doorway to this greater vitality. They teach patience, self-respect, and attentiveness, qualities that nourish not only the body but the spirit. In Japan, we believe that small daily rituals, consistently practiced, create profound effects. The face, the mirror of the soul, responds beautifully to this gentle care.
That's incredible, Dr. Hinohara. It's fascinating to hear how something so simple can intertwine physical health, mental clarity, and emotional well-being. It really shifts the way we think about aging, not as decline, but as an opportunity for deliberate care and mindful practice.
Exactly, John. Aging gracefully is not a distant goal but a daily journey, and each mindful touch, each moment of care, is a step toward a life lived fully, with beauty, energy, and serenity.
Dr. Hinohara, many people fear aging as if it's a decline they cannot control. How do you view the process of growing older, and is there truly a way to embrace it gracefully?
John, that is a very important question, because the way we perceive aging shapes the experience itself. In my many years, I have learned that aging is not a sudden event or a loss, but a gradual unfolding, a series of moments where we can choose awareness, care, and intention. I often tell my patients that we treat aging like an enemy, trying to fight every line or wrinkle as though it were a battle. But in truth, each day offers a small opportunity to nurture our body, mind, and spirit. For example, The act of touching your face, massaging gently, or even simply noticing your posture and breath is a ritual of respect for yourself. It teaches patience, teaches mindfulness, and creates a rhythm that the body recognizes. Over weeks and months, these simple gestures compound, not in dramatic leaps but in subtle, profound ways that enhance vitality, energy, and appearance. The secret is not intensity but consistency, and not vanity but intention. Aging gracefully is about embracing each day as a chance to participate fully in your own health, to honor your body's wisdom, and to cultivate a presence that radiates both youth and serenity, a balance between action and awareness, between science and simple human care.
Dr. Hinohara, you often speak about the face as more than just a physical feature. Could you explain how our facial expressions and care reflect deeper aspects of our health and life?
Yes, John, the face is a remarkable mirror, not just of age, but of how we live, think, and feel. When I look at someone's face, I do not see only skin or muscles. I see patterns of daily habits, moments of stress, joy, tension, and relaxation captured over time. Each line, each subtle curve tells a story. And the truth is, our body responds to the attention we give it. A face that is massaged gently, approached with awareness and care, can become a reflection of balance within the body and mind. In Japan, we believe that small mindful movements awaken energy beneath the skin, stimulate circulation, and encourage muscles to remain firm and responsive. But beyond the physical, it teaches something even more profound. The act of noticing and nurturing oneself daily fosters patience, self-respect, and emotional harmony. A person who cares for their face intentionally often experiences subtle shifts in posture, in mood, and in the way they approach life. In essence, the face is a living record of our vitality, a canvas upon which we can paint attention, gratitude, and health, and when we treat it with respect, it radiates not just youthfulness, but the deeper serenity of a life thoughtfully lived.
Dr. Hinohara, many people want quick results when it comes to looking and feeling younger. How important is consistency compared to intensity in practices like facial care and overall wellness?
John, that is a common misunderstanding because in our modern world, speed is often valued over patience. But I have learned through decades of observation that the body and mind respond best to steady, gentle, and repeated care. Think of a river carving a path through stone. It does not rush, yet over time it shapes the landscape profoundly. Similarly, small, consistent daily actions, whether massaging the face, walking, or even drinking warm water with mindfulness, create lasting effects that cannot be achieved in a single, intense effort. The secret is not to overwhelm the body, but to build a rhythm, a pattern that becomes part of your life. Each day you touch your face with intention. Each day you pause to notice your posture or your breathing. You are reinforcing pathways of energy and vitality. Over weeks, this consistency transforms not only the muscles and skin, but also your habits, your mindset, and your overall presence. People often underestimate the quiet power of regularity, yet it is the most reliable foundation for health, beauty, and longevity, because it honors the natural pace of the body and fosters a deep, resilient form of wellness that no sudden effort can replace.
Dr. Hinohara, you often emphasize connecting the mind with the body in daily practices. How does this integration affect something as simple as facial care or overall well-being?
Yes, John. This is a very important aspect of health that many people overlook. The body and mind are not separate entities. They communicate constantly, and the quality of one directly influences the other. When we perform a facial massage, it is not simply about moving the muscles or stimulating circulation. It is an opportunity to be fully present, to breathe with awareness, and to feel the subtle energy flowing through the body. In Japan, we teach that mindfulness in small actions cultivates harmony, and this principle applies to all areas of life. Each gentle stroke of the fingers, each mindful inhalation, encourages relaxation, reduces tension, and awakens vitality that radiates beyond the face itself. Over time, these mindful practices create a rhythm between thought and action, between inner calm and outer appearance. They teach us patience and attentiveness, and they encourage a deeper understanding of our body's needs. When the mind and body are aligned in this way, health becomes natural, energy flows freely, and the process of aging feels less like loss and more like a continuous, graceful evolution toward vitality, clarity, and serenity.
Dr. Hinohara, many people focus on creams and external treatments for youthful skin, but you emphasize stimulating circulation and facial muscles. How does this simple physical engagement contribute to overall vitality?
Yes, John. It is fascinating how often people underestimate the body's natural ability to renew itself. When we engage the facial muscles through gentle, mindful movements, we are not merely shaping the contours of the face, we are activating circulation, increasing oxygen and nutrient delivery to the skin, and assisting the lymphatic system in removing waste. These small motions might seem insignificant at first, but over time they create a remarkable ripple effect. The muscles retain tone and elasticity, the skin regains a natural glow, and the nervous system responds to the relaxation and attentiveness we bring to the practice. I often explain to my patients that our bodies are wonderfully intelligent. They respond to repeated conscious care with resilience and vitality. When you combine movement with awareness, noticing how the cheeks lift, how the jaw relaxes, how warmth spreads under your fingers, you are teaching your body to remain engaged and responsive. In essence, these gentle, consistent actions awaken not only the facial muscles, but also an energy that influences posture, mood, and overall health, demonstrating that true beauty and youthful vitality arise from a marriage of care, attention, and the body's inherent wisdom.
Dr. Hinohara, beyond the physical benefits, how do these facial practices influence our emotional and spiritual well-being?
John, this is one of the most beautiful aspects of these simple rituals. When we touch our face gently, breathe consciously, and focus on the present moment, we are doing more than improving appearance. We are cultivating emotional harmony and self-awareness. Many people carry tension in their jaw, around their eyes, or in the cheeks, often without realizing it. This tension is connected not just to stress, but to habitual thought patterns and emotional habits. By massaging the face mindfully, we release these physical manifestations of stress, which in turn soothes the mind and calms the spirit. Over time, this practice fosters qualities like patience, gentleness, and attentiveness because it requires a deliberate slowing down, a choice to honor oneself in each moment. In Japan, we often say that self-care is not selfish, but a practice of respect for the life we have been given. The face becomes a mirror not just of youth or health, but of inner serenity. The glow that appears is not only from improved circulation, but from a deeper sense of peace, balance, and joy, a reflection of the harmony we cultivate inside, which radiates outward naturally without any effort beyond mindful care.
Dr. Hinohara, you often say that longevity isn't measured only in years. Could you explain what true longevity means and how it relates to our daily habits?
Yes, John, this is a subtle but important distinction. Many people think of longevity as simply reaching an advanced age, but I have learned over decades that living longer means very little if those years are spent without energy, clarity, or joy. True longevity is measured by the quality of life, by waking each morning with vitality, by having a mind that is alert and calm, and by moving through the world with ease and confidence. This is why I emphasize simple daily practices, like facial massage, mindful movement, and conscious breathing, because they build not just physical resilience, but a sustainable sense of well-being. Over time, these habits maintain muscle tone, improve circulation, reduce stress, and sharpen mental focus, allowing people to engage fully with each day. More importantly, they cultivate an inner state of contentment and presence, so that each moment feels vibrant and meaningful. Longevity, therefore, is not a number on a calendar, but a lived experience of health, energy, and emotional balance where the body, mind, and spirit remain interconnected and nourished, and where every small, deliberate action compounds into years of vitality, clarity, and the ability to enjoy life fully without being burdened by the natural passage of time.
Dr. Hinohara, you often emphasize that small daily rituals can have a profound impact. Could you share why these seemingly minor actions are so powerful over time?
Yes, John. It is one of the most important lessons I have learned in my life. Many people look for dramatic solutions, a new treatment, a miracle cream, or a sudden lifestyle overhaul. But real transformation comes from what we do consistently, even in small ways. Consider a simple facial massage. A few minutes each day may seem insignificant, yet when practiced with mindfulness and care, it strengthens the muscles, improves circulation, and relaxes tension, and these effects accumulate quietly but powerfully over time. In Japan, we have a saying that life is built in the accumulation of tiny attentive moments, and this philosophy applies to health, beauty, and longevity alike. By approaching each day with small, deliberate rituals, we teach our bodies and minds to respond positively, forming habits that enhance energy, resilience, and well-being. Over months and years, these modest efforts create visible and tangible benefits, and they cultivate a sense of discipline, patience, and self-respect that cannot be achieved through occasional grand gestures. In essence, the quiet power of daily rituals lies not in their immediate impact, but in the profound ripple effect they create throughout our body, mind, and life, shaping a foundation of lasting health, radiance, and inner harmony.
Dr. Hinohara, as we've explored so many practices today, I wonder how you personally view aging as a journey. How can we approach it with grace and purpose rather than fear?
John, this is a question that touches the heart of a life well lived. Aging is not a sudden event, nor is it a series of losses to be feared. It is a continuous journey, a daily unfolding that offers countless opportunities for growth, awareness, and care. Each day we can choose to engage with our bodies, to move gently, to touch our face with mindfulness, to breathe deeply, and to observe the small changes that arise. These are not mere actions, but invitations to participate fully in our own vitality, to nurture the connection between mind, body, and spirit. When we approach aging with this perspective, every line, every change becomes a sign of our experience, wisdom, and presence, rather than something to hide or resist. The journey is not about achieving perfection or eternal youth, but about cultivating awareness, patience, and respect for the life we inhabit. In Japan, we celebrate the natural flow of life, understanding that each mindful gesture, each small act of care, contributes to a rhythm of grace, energy, and serenity, allowing us to age not just with dignity, but with joy, vitality, and a profound sense of harmony that carries us through every stage of life.
As we come to the close of today's conversation, I find myself reflecting on the simple yet profound wisdom Dr. Hinohara has shared, that true vitality comes from mindful care, small daily rituals, and the harmony between body and spirit. These lessons remind us that aging can be a graceful, joyful journey if we approach it with intention and kindness.
Remember, every day offers a chance to nurture yourself, to move gently, to breathe deeply, and to honor the life you are living. Health, energy, and serenity are cultivated through attention and love, not haste or fear. Treat your body and mind as precious companions, and they will carry you far, allowing each moment to be vibrant, meaningful, and full of life. Live with awareness, cherish your daily rituals, and embrace aging as a beautiful journey of growth and presence. For when you care deeply for yourself, that care radiates outward to every part of your life. If these insights resonate with you, I invite you to subscribe and join us on this journey of mindful living and vitality.